The Shepnaz podcast begins now.
You're listening to the Shepnaz podcast, a podcast by Shepherd Church. Everything we do here is to help connect our community in a meaningful relationship with Christ, and we're expecting great things. My name's Joey. I'm the host of this podcast, and today, once again, I'm joined by Pastor Ashley, one of the most recurring guests on the podcast. We can't get enough of her. She's here. We're going to talk about the week of Easter and SpringFest, so don't miss it. Stick around. Hi, Pastor Ashley.
Hi, Joey. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Pastor Ashley didn't know she was going to be on the podcast until yesterday, and she's freaking out a little bit. So if she sounds weird, it's not just her normal weirdness. It's
different weird.
Yeah.
But Easter's one of my favorite things, so I'm excited.
Well, and you are here because one of the big pieces of Easter this year is something brand new called SpringFest.
Right.
And we're going to talk a lot about that toward the end. But let's talk about Easter in its fullness here at Shepherd.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole experience.
Yeah. And it's coming up fast. So Easter, actual Easter, happens on April 9th this year.
On Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
Right, but it doesn't always happen on April 9th. It happens all over the place.
That's true.
And it's hard to plan for. But April 9th is Easter, and it's sort of like the church's Super Bowl Sunday.
Right.
If you're allowed to say Super Bowl over the airwaves, we might get in trouble for that. That's trademarked.
Bowl of supers.
Yeah. So
we're going to have special service times that day, though, right? Yeah, three times.
So we have 3 services on Easter instead of 2. One, because we expect you to be there. If you're listening, you should come. You should invite your friends and whoever's around you, your family. And so we do have 3 services. They're identical. Kids ministry in all of them. They are 8:30, 9:45, and 11 a.m. that day. And so we want to pack it out. We want to celebrate big. We want your family to be there. We want your kids to be there, your friends, whoever's coming around.
One of my favorite things about that service is just the energy.
Yeah.
Like when you walk in the room on Easter morning, you're like, yes, we're celebrating. This is a party.
Yeah. And along with that celebration, we are going to be doing baptisms.
Yes. We have 5 children who are going to be baptized that day.
That's
I'm
awesome.
so excited.
And if you want to be baptized, you should do that. And you can, if you want to let us know you'll be baptized, you can let us know at podcast@shepnaz.org, or you can go to our website and there's a button that you can click that says, I want to get baptized, and somebody will reach out to you. But we want to baptize you. It's an important step in your faith, doing something that Jesus did. We follow in his footsteps, and we kind of dedicate ourselves and let everybody else know, like, I'm doing this for real. I'm walking this life. So that's Easter. Easter's coming up. It's fast, so we're excited about it. But that week, we also have other opportunities for you to worship with us and for you to celebrate with us. And the first is actually Thursday night. Yeah. And I've not been a part of the Thursday night service here before, but it's a Maundy Thursday service, and it's a service where we really walked the footsteps of Jesus leading up to the cross. Can you talk just a little bit about that service?
Yeah, it's a really interesting service, and just doing the research behind it, I've learned and grown so much just to know exactly what it is that Jesus went through that night and how exhausting it must have been. But we just walked through each different part of that evening, and like from him having his Last Supper with his friends and having this special like family moment with them, to him being betrayed by one of those close friends that he shared food with. And then all these mock trials that he went through. And then we also see him being put to death on the cross through this video. So we do recommend that kids don't come to this service, but we have a children's service that's prepared for them instead, because it is gory what has happened to our Lord, and the pain he took for us. Every time I see it, I am moved by it. Every single time. You leave that service and you are just in a deep thought of gratitude.
And that service is going to happen on Thursday, April 6th at 6:30 right here at Shepherd. And then something new, in part of our strategic partnership with Faith Fellowship Church in Johnstown, is we're going to partner with them in something called the Way of the Cross, which happens in Johnstown at noon on April 7th, where you get to kind of walk through the city and kind of just share that you are following this, that you are preparing the way for Easter. You're kind of making that journey on Easter. So that's happening in Johnstown at 12 on April 7th.
Yeah, we're really excited to see what that's going to be like.
Yeah.
This will be all of our first times joining them.
Yeah. And then kind of maybe, I don't want to say the biggest because it's not. I mean, Easter's
the biggest.
Easter's what we're there for. But maybe one that is new and it's going to be pretty big. It's going to be pretty big. It's called SpringFest.
Right.
And if you've been listening to the podcast, you might have been hearing some kind of us leading up to it of what's coming up. But we are really excited about SpringFest.
Really excited.
And it is new. And so let's talk about the reason behind SpringFest and what it is. Will you kind of give us a history on like what has like spring events been like here before,
right? And
how is SpringFest different, but maybe in a good way?
Yeah. So I've been here for 8 years, and each year we've celebrated spring and Easter for our kids and our families in a different way every year. Every year we make it a little bit different. We add a little bit, we take away a little bit. It's just, this is our way to connect with our community in a meaningful relationship with Christ, as we say, So this is one of our biggest outreaches that we do. We connect with all these people who come to celebrate with us. So in the past, we've done like Easter egg hunts. We've done the Easter journey the past 2 years with COVID. Just all these different things we do. The reason behind it is to connect with our community, to show them who Jesus is.
Yeah. So SpringFest is going to happen on April 7th, and that starts at 6 o'clock, and it's 6 to 9. It's a Friday night, and it's going to be a party. Like, we're going to celebrate.
Be a festival.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate. We're going to have a lot of fun. And some of the things that we're going to be able to do to be a part of it is we've got giant inflatables coming for kids.
Right.
Some like an inflatable obstacle course, some slides for kind
and
of.
even a toddler bounce.
Yeah. For
something
even,
special for the little guys.
Even for toddlers so that they're not getting kicked in the face with some knees of bigger kids.
When Pastor Joey goes down the slide,
Yeah, my knees do be everywhere. And so that's going to happen. But we also have a petting zoo coming. We've got some cornhole tournaments with some prizes for maybe the older people, whether it be parents or teenagers or grandparents or anybody that wants to come.
Yeah.
We also have a basketball competition that you can sign up for. We've got disc golf.
Right.
We've got so much fun stuff happening, including some of our friends coming to serve dessert.
Yes, we're instead of having our normal food trucks come in that can be a little bit pricey.
Yeah, we want to be family friendly.
We do definitely want it to be family friendly.
If you're like my family, you're on a budget. And
food is expensive.
Yeah.
It is expensive to feed children.
Yeah. And so we're going to have some meal deals that our youth ministry, who's raising funds to help send kids to camp, be a part of something that we're doing this summer and help to kind of reinvigorate our youth spaces. Right. Our youth ministry is going to provide food, like hot dogs, hamburgers, things that kids will eat too. That's, one of the reasons why the food trucks are sometimes hard for family events. But after that, then there will be some dessert trucks.
Yes, we are bringing in, are you ready? Drum roll. Little Ladies. I'm just over the moon excited that Little Ladies is coming here.
Just so that we're clear,
I'm starstruck.
They are not small women. Like it's
no, Little Ladies soft serve. It's ice cream. It's like the best ice cream in the world.
I'm sorry, I'm not a foodie. I'm not into the food truck scene.
You need to know this.
So,
and here's my plan for the night. Okay, this is my plan.
plan.
If you want to just follow this track with me,
write this down, everybody.
You're gonna come in. You're gonna go get a Kona's ice.
Yep.
Step 1. Okay. Get a Kona's ice.
Just mix and match though, right? Nothing.
Delicious. Kona's ice. You get to go and they just give you the ice and you get to fill it up with all kinds of different flavors, anything you want. Dripping down your arm is amazing. So you do that. Then you're going to go and you're going to do some of the cool, fun stuff. And then you're going to come back because now you're hungry. And you're going to get a donut from Donna's Delicious Dozen Donuts. And you're going to stick that donut on top of your Little Lady's ice cream. And it's going to be heaven. That's my plan. That's the goal.
You've been thinking about this for a while.
I have been thinking
Yeah.
about it for quite a while.
We've been planning it for quite a while.
Yes.
And so it's just been in our head. And so we do have the dessert trucks, and we've got all sorts of fun. We've got a glow party that is going to happen
that is
in the
gonna be
fireside
wild
room.
fun.
Yeah. I bought like 20 black lights, and the room probably only needs 5, but
Probably.
it's going to be great.
So wear something white or
Yeah.
neon or something. That could be really fun.
We'll have some glow stuff for you to
Yeah.
play with. And then a little bit towards the middle of the party,
Right.
we are going to have an incredible celebration in the Citrus Complex. Everybody's going to be invited into. Let's talk about Easter Jam.
Yeah, the Easter Jam is going to be a fun, family, interactive. Don't want to say service because it's not like a
celebration.
service. It's like a celebration. We're gonna play games together. We're gonna learn about Jesus and the reason behind all of this, and give an opportunity for people to come to know the Lord.
Yeah.
I have been working on with the script for a while now, and been talking with the actors that are coming to do it, and they are so pumped.
Good.
It's gonna be so much fun.
And maybe one of the final things that's happening outside is something that we've done in the past.
Yes.
And it's one of our favorite things that we do here when it comes to our Easter events for kids is we have a story trail headed up by one of our favorites, Granny Nancy.
Of
is
course,
heading it up.
everybody loves Granny Nancy.
And this year it's going to be a little bit different because in the past it has been in the wooded area of the church,
Down in
in the middle.
Down in the field, yeah.
But the wood's going to be gone. Because
There's lots of renovations happening around here.
There's all sorts of stuff happening. One of those things is that our school is adding middle school, and we're adding soccer field, and we need a place for it. And so the tree's going to be gone. So we thought, oh no, where are we going to put the story trail? But what we're going to do is we have a lovely prayer garden.
Yes.
And it's an area of the
beautiful
church that we don't get to use too often. And so our story trail will happen along the path of the prayer garden.
Yeah.
And so all throughout the night, when you need a break between some of the different things that you're doing, we'd love for your family to walk through the Easter story trail and kind of walk those steps with Jesus.
Yeah.
And kind of, as a family, kind of walk through that together.
Right. The last week of Jesus' life, you get to walk through station to station and see what it was that he was doing when he was there that Sunday and they were waving the palm branches, or when he was sitting with his friends and eating the Last Supper. You get to walk through each of these stations. It's a very special, meaningful time that you get to have with your family just as a little group, growing to learn more about him.
And what we're really excited about is that all of this is you can come and participate for free.
Right.
The food costs just a little bit, but the rest of it is all free. And we want to do it for our community. We want you to be there. We want you to invite your friends to be a part of it. It's just something we want to be able to open up our buildings and our grounds, because we believe that Jesus said that we should be hands and feet. But we don't just mean that with our physical body. We mean that with all that he's given us,
Right.
including that God has given us this place right here on the corner of Hamilton. Like, we have the opportunity to be the hands and feet of Jesus with our buildings and our grounds, and we're going to do that with SpringFest. We want you to be there. We want you to invite your friends, your family,
This is
everybody
a
to
great
come.
event to bring somebody that you've been praying for a long
Absolutely.
time. This would be such a great time for them to just come and eat some ice cream and learn a little bit about Jesus.
Yeah. And so once again, SpringFest happens on April 7th from 6 to 9. And it's just part of our incredible Easter week here at Shepherd, starting on Monday, Thursday, and then on that Friday, having the crosswalk up in Johnstown, then SpringFest Friday night, and of course, Easter Sunday with baptisms and everything on Sunday.
Joey, we forgot something.
Oh no, what did we forget?
Our producer just sent a message. This is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, when you are leaving the celebration part, where Pastor Ben may get a little bit messy.
Oh no.
It's going to be fun. He doesn't really know that yet, but he signed up when he married
will tomorrow when this podcast comes up.
So as you're leaving, you're going to get a treat bag that is full of all kinds of goodies, lots of Easter eggs and candy and gummies and so much fun stuff.
Yeah, we want everybody to walk away with something, every kid to walk away with something special, something that is to mark the day that, hey, we went to SpringFest. And so they're going to get some candy, some toys, some fun stuff, and even some Easter eggs in those.
Yeah.
And so we want them to have that. But yeah, it's going to be great. And of course, it all culminates then on Easter Sunday with baptisms. Remember, 3 different services on Easter, 8:30, 9:45, and 11.
Can't wait. I'm expecting great things.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Well, is there anything else that you want to add in about SpringFest?
No, I'm just so pumped.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it then for our episode today. It's a little bit of a short one. We wanted to get you caught up on what's happening the week of Easter. Hey, tune in next week, because next week we're going to begin looking toward Easter through some devotions and through different ways as we prepare our hearts for Easter. For Pastor Ashley, I'm Joey. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
This podcast is a production of the Shepherd Church of the Nazarene, Gahanna, Ohio. Email to podcast@shepnaz.org and let us know what you think.